Hi, this is Kevin Thomas with the SFQFF Film Festival, here celebrating year number 6. It is so exciting. We have so many great shows this year that I'm happy to talk to you about them with Carol Wyatt over here.
Hello, everybody. Hello. Happy 6. Happy 6.
She is one of our voting members of the films, so she is totally up to speed. And she's a board member of the SFQFF Film Festival. First thing we want to say is we are tickled and thrilled and delighted by the great content we have this year. And we're a little sad in some ways that some movies that we also really enjoyed didn't make it. And oddly, this festival started because we felt there was more need for more queer voices to talk about their films. And now even we have to, shorten our program. Of course, if you ever want to be a sponsor and want to add a whole day that you pay for, we could talk to you about that. This is my 5th year being involved, and I have noticed that a lot of the filmmakers show up. Like Carol, we've met a lot of these great filmmakers here. They show up.
Yes.
They're happy to talk to you, the audience. They will be there for questions and answers and enjoying the films with you. But the only way to make all that happen is for you to come. And hopefully this video we're doing, introducing the festival and sharing some of the content, will make you want to go now to www.sfqueerfilmfest.com and get your tickets. Opening night, August 21st, has this terrific short called Mean Girls. Now picture Mean Girls with balls. And I don't mean balls, I mean soccer balls. So it's about a young gay man, Latino, who joins the soccer team where there's already established group of people. And he's also doing it to make his father happy. It's so cute. Do you remember that one?
Yes, I do. Because you love balls. I love soccer.
Okay, well, it's a match made for heaven.
That's absolutely it.
And then our feature film opening night, I'm extra thrilled about because we tried to get it a couple years ago, but it wasn't quite done. I thought it was done because I liked it. But the filmmaker Robbie Kendall, who's a Bay Area local, actually, Robbie, I'm calling him Queen and King of Emeryville because he does so much in that beautiful city, including their gay pride parade. But he did this movie called Sweet Nothing, filmed in the Bay Area, and he wrote it and directed it and stars in it.
She said she would do this for free.
What drag queen performs for free? Makeup and wigs are expensive. Foundation alone is now $12.99 a stick.
And how do you know that?
Research. And I happen to know a hair and makeup artist.
Amanda.
She's my best friend, Jack.
And he plays a man who gets a job at the local center, and they decide, you know what? Our bingo just isn't fun enough. Maybe we should do drag bingo. So he's trying to find a drag queen to do the bingo. Of course, the other guy doing bingo is against it because he's been doing it for years. So there's a fun catfight there about who's going to do bingo, who's going to do bingo better, all while adding this great supporting cast of funny people that are scene stealers. And for those bears out there, the guy who plays his husband is a fur delight. Mm-hmm.
It was a lot of fun watching that. Because it had drag queens, bingo, and drama.
Carol, I don't know if you know this, but you know who Tom Goss is?
Yes, I do.
He is the bear's best friend, the little cub. He did the music for this movie and he sings a song in the film. So hopefully he shows up.
Yeah, it's a big entertaining night to kick off the festival.
Yes.
It's really going to be excellent.
Can't wait. Then the next day we could start on August 22nd with Cafe International. Unfortunately, we can't review all of the 6 great films for that program because you don't want to be watching this for the rest of your life.
Right.
But there's one from Puerto Rico. There's one from France, Canada, Brazil. Now, my favorite, well, don't tell the others. Maybe they won't watch this. But I did love, because it's still sticking with me, is Uniformed. That one's from Brazil.
E se eu for? Hein? Muda alguma coisa? A minha farda é a mesma que a sua. Quando é pra entrar em biqueira, eu entro também.
a closeted gay man in a place where they'd probably rather him be dead than be gay.
Deseaba placer del bosque, también peligro. Logaba la memoria ajena de dos manos en su cuerpo, y eso lo trajo aquí.
Also on the 22nd, we have men's shorts. Once again, there's 6 of them, but you know, the kind of, when you put 6 together, it makes a nice 90-minute program. This one has so many. It's got Just Naked Enough from one of our favorite people I think has been at our festival many years, Sean Au. He's done so many terrific things. He always has good cast and he works with a lot of local people. Then we have Red Lining with Jason Stewart. If you don't know Jason, he is one of the funniest people I've ever met. He does a lot of comedy things, but he's been doing more dramas like this one.
Yeah, this is a serious film. And it's an educational film. A lot of people don't even understand what redlining is. So it really is an eye-opening experience for those that do or have experienced it in their families.
Did you notice that's Alexandra Paul in the movie?
Yes, I did.
I mean, everybody remembers her back in the day from Baywatch, but she has really spread her wings and has done so much greatness. And the only thing wrong with this film is it was a short. I want a feature. Yes. Then I also really enjoyed, they're kind of related in my head, Paint and Leather and My Age Now. Yes. Both of them are so beautifully photographed and lovely to look at. And one of them mostly uses music to tell its story, Paint and Leather. And it's just so beautiful where the music enhances everything. And then My Age Now has someone listening over and over to a voicemail of something that he wished maybe things could change from that voicemail. So that really is probably one great program, and I can't wait to watch that and all the other ones included in that program.
All right, Velvet Vision. And this is one that I personally immediately connected with.
Completely realized vision of one madman, and I say that term with great respect.
He wanted the film finished and he didn't want the film finished.
I wasn't anonymous. I took my name off the film because it was taken away from me.
He had such an impact on the community during his time. You know, when John Waters shows up, I lean in and pay attention because that is almost like a history, a note of history. Some films just have to make festivals. This is a festival-making film.
But I don't think we'll ever know why he's so messed up.
But maybe that's why I love acid so much, because my head is already there.
The next group of films is entitled Smash the System. And it's a collection of trans films that are just spectacular. One of my favorites is Cockroach, which is directed by Justice Singleton. And if the name is familiar, that is the child of John Singleton from Boys in the Hood and Poetic Justice. And it's starring...
John Cameron Mitchell.
Yes.
I cannot believe that big talent in this short film. And I mean, if you're gay, you know him from Hedwig and the Angry Inch. I'm just telling you that. But he is so terrific. I was just shocked to see him on screen in this short film that's so wonderful.
I remember the first time I came out to my mom. She told me I was confused and just ended the conversation and did not give me a chance to reply. I came out again and again and again and again. I kept arguing with her. I'm a trans man, obviously.
Next we have Surviving Voices, which is, ever since we've done the festival, it's been co-presented by the National AIDS Memorial.
This segment in 2026 is going to focus on those who were there taking care of the community in order to survive the pandemic that we were going through during that time. SFQFF Film Festival is set apart because it is educating younger people. It is reminding us what happens when our government lets us down or we don't pull together and demand that our government take care of the things that matter to us and our families and the ones we love.
We survived the tornado because we held each other as tight as we could.
As long as we could.
No matter which one of us was sick.
We dusted each other's apartments and disinfected each other's bathrooms.
We laundered each other's sweaty bed sheets.
We fed each other hot and sour wonton soup.
From the corner dive
or bear claws from the donut shop.
Or homemade chicken soup.
From heirloom recipes.
This year we will have a panel discussion that will be moderated by Sister Roma. Everybody knows who Sister Roma is, from the Sisters of Perpetual Indulgence.
I don't know if a lot of people would know this, but you don't have to be a man to be a Sister of Perpetual Indulgence.
You don't.
Carol.
Yes.
Natural born female.
Yes.
She's a Sister of Perpetual Indulgence. I forgot, what's your name?
Sister, won't you be my neighbor?
Because she's very hospitable.
And fun fact, Sister Roma and I have the same birthday.
Lovely.
That's right.
Our final movie on August 22nd is our centerpiece, Snow Falls on Pumpkin. I knew you'd get emotional again on that one.
Yeah.
So Carol and I have lots of different emotions. Anyway, that movie hits so many chords with me, and I think it with you. And it's also, we've had the director-writer before, Jeff London, and the star, Mel England, has been here so many times in features and shorts. And it's really one that pulls at your heartstrings. Carol, I want to see your heartstrings pulled.
Well, the humanity of this particular film, because of course I'm a huge fan of Mel, is about Alzheimer's. There's something about this film, though, that it was so sweet and warming and uplifting for such a serious subject matter that I was just, I could just sit in a room by myself and just watch it repeatedly. It was one of those types that kind of hit me right here.
Yeah, all of our emotions that we've been talking about today aren't all sad ones. I mean, what Carol knows, I cry a lot in the movies.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, I'm such a sucker.
You do.
Happy tears, sad tears, rom-com tears.
My heart's wide as the ocean, and I live deep in emotion. And I'm not trying to force it, and just like 3 plates I course it. And I take pride in devotion. When I play drums I'm in motion, and you know I stay supportive, and good love's hard to ignore it.
On the 23rd, we have Purple Haze, which kind of is the great source for experimental, fetish, music videos, and animation. Some years, to be honest, in the past, they've all had their own program, but there wasn't enough to fulfill a whole program of these individual categories, but they all seem to kind of fit together.
Yes. What a fun group of films, the Purple Haze. Nothing makes me happier than watching the effort that the creatives put into their work. I really enjoyed the films in this segment.
Our next segment is called Anything Goes, and the title means everything. We got a little taste of everything LGBTQ+.
Yes.
What was your favorite?
Kansas, 1969. And simply because I love slice of life stories. So it's a coming out story, an experience that anyone can actually go through during a period of time that's documented.
Well, funny thing is, the one I liked a lot too is from a different city, so it's almost like we're on a little geography trip. Mine was Pismo Beach. That actually really surprised me because it starts off with a drag queen who does magic. It seems like a fun show.
Yes.
And then she gets into this really frank and interesting conversation with someone that is a stalker, is not a stalker. Their name is Lasagna. Put all those pieces together and you have a really fun movie. This whole program is really diverse and interesting, and I'm so happy that we had time to select all these wonderful films.
Yes, I'm looking forward to seeing them all again.
That arousal factor of just dominating another person in the ring, it really gets me off. The specific term for what I'm into is called agonophilia. That is someone who has a predetermined fixation, who is sexually aroused by boxing or combat with another individual.
Okay, Carol, my next segment is like the Kevin segment.
Yes.
Leather and bears.
Yes.
I mean,
You love.
hello,
Yep.
bear.
Yep.
You know, there's so much done about the leather community. There's always contests that people have, Mr. Leather. So that seems passé. But this movie opened a lot of doors and eyes because Until I saw this movie, I didn't realize that the Latin community within the leather community wasn't as well represented. So I like the way we hear about a lot of Latin people who try to be in the contest to win, and sometimes maybe they should have and they hadn't.
I also think it's just a matter of access. I feel like haven't had the same amount of access, the same privilege to access that a lot of our white counterparts have had the privilege of.
There's a lot of films recently that I've watched that identify those subsects of society. And since we are trying to find empathetic collectiveness, there might be a group that you don't realize is out there. You need to find your group. And I think this movie actually emphasizes that.
Well said, Carol. Also in this segment is actually a very funny short that I saw at, shout out to Cinema Diverse in Palm Springs, but I loved it so much I sought those people to come to us. And guess what? They did. Yes. It's called The New Gardener.
Oh, that.
Shit, Leo's home.
Shit. Do you think he'll want to join us?
I told him that I prefer if we play separately.
Why?
Because anytime we mess around with somebody else, they're always more into him than they are into me.
Yeah, I will tell you, The New Gardener is really, it totally represents the bear community because we've got Guy Branum, who is a big burly guy. We all know him. You've seen him on so many things. He's a producer of Hacks, winning an Emmy. Wow. And then who would not love Johnny Sibley? Aside from those two husky and haughty furry treats, you have a very funny story about the new gardener. And I'm not even going to spoil it. I'm just going to say you better be there.
Bring your honey.
Oh my God, a honey for a bear, Carol. Look at you. That is so funny. God, we're spontaneous today. Also, surprise to you, we're in the works to get a world premiere of another short bear film from an award-winning team that will hopefully have it ready for us, but we can't say anything yet. So look at our website to see if it actually happened.
Hey, Bear!
Whoa! The superstar of the Bears, Tom Goss. What are you doing here?
I'm your spirit guide. I'm here to help you on your way.
Oh, wow. Are you gonna sing?
Bitch, no. You already got me as your spirit guide. You need me to sing now, too?
We also got a lot of content from female-empowered movies, so of course we have a great segment for that. I think we have like 7 in this segment. Of course, we all have like little standouts. One of mine is Fish and Chips. I like the way they told the story. I even wanted a feature out of it. Sometimes people not knowing how to adapt to someone else's culture.
Yes.
Which almost is kind of a 90-Day Fiancé thing, but
absolutely,
we'll leave that off the table.
One of my standouts is About Face, which is about a lesbian who goes to a boarding school in Connecticut and feels out of place and ends up getting kicked out. And she discovers ball culture in this little town that she actually, felt a little out of place in and is now finding who she is. Of course, the other one is Lesbians in Boys Town because I love historical facts. We always hear about Stonewall. We always hear about the cultural changes that got mapped out. You always hear about those people who everybody knows their name, but you don't hear about everybody. And this is one of those films that actually highlights that era and all of the important work that went on with the allyship in West Hollywood with lesbians.
My vision for the future would be a blast to the past. I miss lesbian-only spaces, women-identified spaces. I'd love to go to an open mic night at a lesbian coffee house. It would be great to be around people who regularly go to a space and build that community with those people, which also helps us to build community for when we need to activate for anti-fill-in-the-blank politicians, legislation, or an anti-fill-in-the-blank Supreme Court of the United States.
Louise, don't let anyone make you question yourself. You don't need anyone's validation.
Figured you could use a nightcap.
But I hope you think about who you're hurting the next time you try to fix yourself.
I felt invisible. Like I was vanished inside her own house.
It's not just a story. It's a story about family.
But I just wanted you to know. I'm here for you.
But I never stop being your sister.
But don't act like you're the villain in your own life.
About survival. About love. And what it cost us. I hope, if anything else, it gives you the courage to call someone you miss.
Our closing night film is also a winner I'm very excited about. It's called Sunshine Girls. Carol, you were the biggest cheerleader of this in our little comments on Film Freeways.
There's not many queer female dystopian stories that really talk about what women go through. So all I needed to see is this woman's about to turn 30. Is she gonna be a mother or ... And those 3 dots have been the echoes of a young woman's life, well, even before 30. So this film immediately grabbed me as a woman who has gone through that.
So, you've taken the first step on your new adventure. You've signed up to be a sunshine girl.
I'm not gonna report you. I'm just gonna tell you what I wish someone would have told me. Got options.
Do you feel anything?
Not really. You?
Maybe.
What about this is fine? The part where they violently reconstruct your organs and make you push out air because you didn't procreate?
That's enough. This isn't a prison. You can get up and walk away at any point in time. The work that we're doing here, this work is a privilege.
What could be more special than to use my body to breathe life into the world?
This place is so fucked up. Nothing good comes from this place. Nothing?
How does it still hurt so bad?
This is the last stop for ladies like us. They don't want us anymore, they get rid of us.
Anyone else want to leave?
We gotta look out for each other, ladies.
Maybe this is a way I can finally feel good. Do something good. Something that matters.
Come on. How about a little smile?
Welcome to the Sunshine Girls.
We are very excited. We will be at the Roxie Theater from August 21st to August 23rd to find all these movies, and we're so sorry we couldn't talk about them all, but we're happy you're still with us watching this video. And if we talked about them all, you might have gone to sleep, woke up, gone to work the next day, because that's how long it would take. But we do, of course, love every movie in our program. That's why they're there. And there's some that we wished we could have done, but maybe next year. But to learn more about all of these films, go to www.sfqueerfilmfest.com, and you follow us on social media, of course, under SF Queer Film Fest, and we will see you at the festival.